last episode.
First things first, by the way, don't step into that trailer. If you step into that trailer, then a Deathclaw will spawn up top there and jump down onto the roof of the trailer. Generally a bad idea now.
Now he tells me. But nevertheless, the Deathclaw now lies bloody and lifeless at my feet, and the spoils of the trailer are now ours for the taking. And as you can see, this is on hardcore mode and very hard difficulty. This is a feat which Matun was too much of a coward to achieve in his own playthrough. I watched his video to see how he did it, and unsurprisingly, he just ran through with the aid of the flare gun and did not fight the Deathclaws at all. Okay, look at all this gore and blood laying on the floor, splattered all over the place. These mutilated body parts and skeletons. Obviously, others have died in this trailer before. And there's some loot here, some high quality ammo, hollow points and armor piercing. This is good stuff. However, it's not any kind which I'm using at the moment. I would like to have 10mm for my shoulder-mounted machine gun. However, I will use the flamer fuel. So what is the story of this trailer, and why does the Deathclaw drop down when somebody enters it? Well, what we know from Fallout 2 is that the Deathclaws are extremely intelligent. So they probably have this worked out as like an ambush of sorts. The Deathclaws are smart, you see. They're about like the velociraptors from Jurassic Park. Hey, look at that. There's a Med-X in the toilet. I don't know why. I don't know how I missed that, but I definitely wouldn't want to be using that. Being in that filthy toilet, after all. I would guess the marked men were using that toilet. Okay, I want to put the marked men beast helmet away and switch over to the advanced riot gear helmet. And the reason being because I think the DT will be more helpful than the extra crit chance. Because the extra crit chance is only a chance. But the extra DT is guaranteed. And anything that can help me survive a swipe from a Deathclaw is something worth having, I'd say. Have Eddie repair this if enough time has passed. He can do it once a day. Now apparently not yet. I would like to be able to do these skill checks, however, to get the XP if nothing else. But anyway, I can pick easy locks now, so I should go around and see if I can find easy locks, such as this one here. I don't necessarily need what is in there, but I can definitely use the XP. There was probably a bunch of locked, easy locked containers back in the silo. And we should check out the women's barracks again because there's something I missed in the last episode. Now, as you know, there was a Tumblr's Today skill book in the restroom of the men's barracks, and there is a skill book here in the restroom of the women's barracks also. It is cleverly hidden underneath this scorched book, and the skill book in question is Grognak the Barbarian. So the women were reading this book in the restroom, and the men were reading lock-picking book. So make of that what you will. But anyway, I definitely wanted to grab that because I'm a melee character, and there is a skill book for every skill in the game. And that one happened to be for the melee. Now, I don't remember if there was any easy locks up here, but I'm going to check real quick. And now that I'm not encumbered, I can jump up here for the vantage point where I could have sniped if I chose to do so. Now I'm going to go into the silo, and what I want to do is look for easy locks, and I also want to eat the corpses. I'm here to eat corpses and pick easy locks, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Hey, what the hell? It looks like the sentry bots have respawned. I didn't think they did respawn, but apparently they do after so much time. Well, as you can see, they're no easier to take on than they were earlier. I'm going to go ahead and reload the autosave because that went extremely poorly. Now, I know I could beat him because I went through here, as you recall. And I'm leveled up and I have better equipment now, so I should, in theory, not have any problem dealing with him. But in practice, however, they seem to be just as tough as before. Yeah, it's not working out for me. All I wanted to do was eat some corpses. Is that too much to ask? I don't really have anything that's particularly effective against robots. The Bowie knife, a lot of the damage is getting blocked by their heavy armor plating, which does make sense. A Bowie knife would not work very well against a robot in real life, I'm sure. Especially at one with thick, heavy armor. Snail gun isn't working too well either. I'm just gonna use my bare fists. Damn it, Eddie's down. Yeah, this isn't... Nothing I do is working out here. Crap. He actually did manage to take one out, but... yeah, as you can see, it's not really... yeah, that's... well, I managed to do it before, but I had the arc welder before, so perhaps that's what I need to get again. Now I'm just looking for easy locks, and what the hell is this head doing here? I think they respawn as corpses. I don't know what happened there, but anyway, now that we can pick easy locks, we can get into this secret area, which Matun said that there's only one way in and out of. So now we're trapped in this area, and we need to pick this lock to get out of here, because there's only one way in and one way out, like he said. And I hope I can manage to pick this, because I broke one of my bobby pins, so hopefully I can manage to. Otherwise I'll be trapped in there forever. Alright, now we got the arc. I'm going to wield the arc wielder. And hopefully this should go a lot better for me. It's not in the best condition, unfortunately, but it's gonna have to do.
Hostile detected. Non-combatant safety can no longer be guaranteed. Alert. Security operations. Stand clear of security. Combatants are advised to stand clear of weapons discharge.
Well, that didn't go very well.
Non-combatant safety can no longer be guaranteed.
I'm gonna eat that tofu. Okay, one down. Crippled. I got one doctor's bag. Probably should have saved it.
Weapon status engaged.
Alright, this thing's already wearing out. Damn. Using up a lot of healing to get these guys taken care of. Okay, it took a lot to kill just those two sentry bots. And I think there's those there's like 3 more in that other room. There's just no way. I wanted to go eat General Retzlaff's corpse, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to do that. I will be able to eat this one, however. I'm working my way up to Dine and Dash. Okay, this guy stuck to the wall. He's not a real corpse, per se. He's like a prop. I mean, the game he's a corpse, but he's not like... He's not a corpse you can eat. Like these guys are. He's basically a container that looks like a corpse, I guess. If you use like the resurrect command on these corpses, you could resurrect them, but you can't resurrect that guy stuck to the wall because it's a different kind of asset in the game. Now we should be pretty close to having eaten 25 corpses. I don't know what the count is now, but I remember it getting pretty close. So it took all that healing items and ammo to kill those 2 sentry bots. In the end, was it worth it? I don't know. I did get some XP, however. And I'll get some more XP here when I crack this lock open. Every little bit helps, you know. I'm sure there was easy containers I passed up in the silo, but I'm not going to fight those 3 sentry bots to get to them. They're still hard as hell. Okay, I don't see any easy containers in this area. However, there's a Ralphie poster, which apparently I missed. Not that I'm keeping track or anything. I don't plan on getting all 20, but who knows, I might. And I'm just going around looking for anything I might have missed, and I see this warhead here. Now, if you blow up all, I think, what is it, 30 of them? There's some kind of achievement you can get. Well, I already got the achievement, but what I'm saying is, I think you also get some XP. I mean, I got the achievement because I played this game many times, and because there's like a Steam achievement, and also if you play on Xbox or whatever, there's, you know, the trophy, I guess it's called, on the PlayStation. There's not an achievement for the Ralphie posters, though. All you get is 100 XP, so I don't know if it's worth it or not, but I think it should be more like 1,000 XP, to be honest. That might make it worth messing with, but 100 XP? No, not really. That's basically just killing 2 enemies, right? Okay, I fast traveled up here to the crow's nest. And looking for easy locks. There's an average one, which I'll probably never be able to do in this playthrough. Now, if you're up here with that sniper rifle, you can lure the Deathclaws over, and you can snipe at them. Right here's the stim pack, which apparently I missed before, because I shot the satchel and it exploded, and that must have went scattered that item. Now this is the NCR ghoul guy. I wish I knew what the story is. See, here's where he died, and from up here he can see all the way over to where we first entered this area. Now, I don't know why he's a ghoul, or why he died, or even what his name was. But I'm going to see to it that he is treated with respect and dignity, and I'm going to give him a proper burial. No easy locks there. Now this guy, he looks a lot like... That doesn't he look like the ghoul you encounter in Megaton? I forget the name of the guy. Gob? Is that his name? Anyway, I'm gonna eat his corpse. Okay, I have 20 of 25 corpses devoured now. Because you may recall, I ate his corpse before, but then I died and I had to reload the save, and I didn't eat him again. But I'm going to make it up to him. I'm going to put some caps into his inventory. Because as you may recall, I entered into this DLC with 18 caps from Doc Mitchell's, which I should not have had, but I did. And I'm going to put 20, because that's going to be the interest. Make up for the interest. Because I'm going to do this honest and legit. And I'm gonna toss them over the ledge here, so that it's impossible for me to ever get those caps back. Because I shouldn't have had those caps. There's no way to drop caps on the ground, but you can move them into containers. And the corpse counts as a container. So that's what I did here, and now those caps can never be recovered. And this unnamed ghoul, he can use those caps to pay Charon, the ferryman on the river Styx, for passage to the underworld. Because that is what the ancient Greeks did with the dead. They buried them with coins so that they could pay the ferryman for passage to the underworld. And the ferryman's name is Charon, or Sharon. Karen, Charon, I'm not sure. But anyway, let's go ahead and grab all this ammo here. Now this weighs like 100 pounds or something like that. So I'm going to put it all onto Eddie, because he's not carrying anything at the moment. Like I was saying earlier, the Deathclaws are extremely intelligent, and I think they are smart enough to where they had some sort of ambush thing going on in that trailer where one of them was waiting for somebody, probably marked men. That ammo in the trailer is probably like bait that the Deathclaws knew was in there, or maybe they even put it in there to lure the marked men. I don't know, I'm just guessing here. It's just strange, isn't it, how the Deathclaws know right where to jump down and when. Alright, now there's one more Deathclaw here, as you can see. And I want to use the AP rounds. The sniper rifle is not in the best condition, by the way. You want to use AP rounds if you have them, because Deathclaws have 15 damage threshold, which is part of what makes them so difficult to deal with. Okay, I got a sneak attack critical, and I think it was to the head too, but it still didn't do very much, as you can see. No, it wasn't to the head, it was... must have been the torso. Alright, I'm out of the AP rounds now. And that didn't do a whole hell of a lot. So all we got now is these regular rounds, which going to be as effective. But it's all I have. At least I'm getting critical strikes, however. I'm not the best at sniping. I'll be honest with you, I'm not the best. Especially because I'm using a controller rather than the mouse, like you're supposed to do, I know, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm down to 5 rounds now. Out of like 34 or something I started with. Now, to be fair, I might have missed with a lot of these shots, but still, it goes to show how ridiculously bullet sponge these Deathclaws are. If it weren't for that flare gun, this probably you'd have a really tough time getting through here. Whether you do it this way or Matten's way of running past them, either way, you kind of do need the flare gun. But it is better to kill them because this way you're getting XP and. You do want to get XP to level up.
All due respect, sir, I think you're making a mistake. We're close to a breakthrough with the Duraframe iBots. I can feel it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I understand that we need the Duraframe assets for Hellfire armor, but... No, sir. Yes, sir. I understand, sir. I'll tell the team to start disassembling the ED series prototypes right away. Eddie, you little rascal, were you eavesdropping again? I think those videos you watch are a bad influence on you. How much of that did you hear? Didn't Dr. Grant say she'd upgraded your navigational systems? And I think I have an idea. How'd you like to be just like Ralphie?
Sounds like Dr. Whitley was a bit of a rogue element. I think I would have liked him. Yeah, I'm beginning to see where you get it from. Do you record everything that's said around you? Really? Well, I better be careful what I say to you, huh? No, Eddie, I don't want to hear you recordings of human mating calls. That's just wrong. Let's get going.
Alright, I'm gonna save here because I don't want to have to deal with that again. I do think these Deathclaws respawn, though, after so many days. Here's some stuff here. A flare gun, which you do need to get through this area, and some flamer fuel. I brought plenty of my own, but this is a way to get more if you run low, I guess. Okay, I wonder if there's anything up here. Doesn't look like it. Alright, now if you look down from here, however, you will see a warhead, which you want to blow up for that achievement if you're going for it, but I'm not going to blow it up just yet. I'm just priming it so that it's on the verge of exploding. That way, when I want to blow it up, I'll be able to do it really fast. And the reason why will become evident in due time. Okay, here's some suitcases with pre-war money, which I guess if you're looking for money, you want to grab that. Pre-war money is basically, it doesn't weigh anything and it does have value, so it is worth grabbing. Okay, I'm not sure if you can get into this trailer or not. Looks like there's a bed in there, and I'm not seeing anything else. I'm guessing you're probably not supposed to get in there. And if you do, you're probably going to have a hell of a time getting out of it. Now up here, there's going to be some satchel charges laid along the way. I'm not 100% sure where they are, but we have to proceed cautiously through there. Now, Matten said there's only two ways, but right here is a third way you can go. And the reason why you'd want to go here is because of this suitcase, which has all that stuff that you can see. Some buff out and chems and some money and stuff. And that's maybe about it, as far as I'm aware. Now, Eddie got down there somehow, so he's going to have to find his way back up somehow. And yeah, that's basically it for up here. Gives us another... Oh, there's Eddie. So this gives us a good view of that area down there, where we will be heading. Unlike Matten, who was afraid to go down there, we, however, will go down there, because we laugh in the face of danger. And now I'm over encumbered, but as you can see, there is some crates down there under the road. But we're going to have to go the other way to get there, I guess. Now, Eddie is right here. Right, now, he's packed full of stuff. So I think we're going to have to make a trip back to HQ and unload this crap. See if I can't find some of these satchels and get rid of them. Now, when you move through this area, you're going to be in caution because there is some marked men up ahead, and for some reason in this DLC, they seem to have infinite perception. Okay, you can't go. That's an invisible wall right there. Looks like there's 3 or 4 pips up ahead. One of them should make their way down, and they'll run over the satchels, and that should take care of them. Now, right there is one of them. Right there, see? But the sniper rifle isn't silenced. Plus, 308 rounds are a lot more expensive than the nails, so the best thing to use is the nail gun to blow them up. Okay, I must already have the nails. Yeah, and I have quite a lot too. That's one down. There's another one right there, see? Now, this guy, we're in danger, so that he's running over the mines. Alright, he ran over another one. I guess that killed him. Okay, now that one, we're not going to be able to disarm it, so we might as well blow it up. And as you can see, here's yet another searchlight fire truck that's all the way here in California for some reason. Here's yet another satchel. Looks like a good vantage point up here. But we don't want to go that way just yet, because we was gonna check out that other area first. Plus, we got to unload all this stuff we've gathered up, because our inventory's full at the moment. Now, you can go up here, but I don't think there's anything. No. If I remember correctly, that ledge, the one good thing about that ledge is it's a spot where if you get up there, the Deathclaws can't reach you, and you can shoot them at your leisure. Now I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna see if I can get down there and back up again. Okay, it's just food. Nothing too exciting. Oh, there's some more over here, though. There's a sack, which is unfortunately empty, but here's a survivor's footlocker. As you recall, we saw another one of these survivor footlockers earlier in a trailer on that ruined highway. And I have no idea who the survivor was and what's going on with that, but it is interesting to think about, I guess. Whoever put stuff in that survivor locker, they must have been someone relatively recently, because that marked trooper armor, that's something recent, and it has to do with the marked men. So I don't know. Could be Ulysses for all I know. That is a possibility, that he is the survivor. But as far as I know, there's nothing which confirms that. All right, we'll search this area later, but we're packed full at the moment, so we're gonna have to start heading back. But before I do, oh, here's some MREs that apparently fell out of this crate. Now you can get up here and there's a little campfire, a place to sleep, and another one of Ulysses' tapes. Yeah, this is kind of a easy place to miss if you don't know what you're looking for and you aren't meticulously searching every nook and cranny. You can miss this little hidden area here. You know what? Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe there isn't a bed here. For some reason, I thought there was. Which is an easy assumption to make because there usually is a bed at most campsites.
Big, empty. There's something hidden there. A crater. Past wind and sand. So deep in the desert, there's no turning back. Finding the crater was an accident. Was following the weather patterns. The divide sky torn like that. Man's violence, not nature's. That violence in the sky had a source. Tracked it, like following a river current. Left the colors to mark my way, like always. In case someone finds them, learns the pattern. The Courier might. But I thought sand and wind would never end. Came to the crater. And there was an old world facility. A weather station at the edge. Still raking the sky with electricity and generators. And beyond it, saw the rest of the old world hell there. All carved up like garden plots. Had to see what was there. Couldn't leave it be. Things asleep in the big empty. The Brotherhood woke them up. Can't move quiet any more than the two-headed bear can. And when they woke up, it was like all of history waking up at once. Almost didn't make it out. Almost. Left with answers I never intended.
I don't know why I'm playing that tape again, but I got myself into a kind of predicament here, haven't I? And that's why I primed up that nuclear warhead, because well, that didn't go very well. Yeah, I like I said, I primed this warhead so that you can blow it up on a moment's notice. Because if you're careful, if you time it right, you can take out those. It looks like it didn't work out for me. It's been a while since I've done this DLC. I know there's better. I didn't handle it very well, but I'm going to try to make the best of it, the situation. Now, there's a couple Deathclaws which spawn also on the overpass, and okay, one of them's down here now. And as you can see, all the tunnelers are fighting. Damn, my ammo's almost gone. Alright, hollow points aren't going to do anything. Well, they aren't going to do much, I should say. Now, the problem is there's another Deathclaw on the road ahead, up above. And I don't think it's even come down here yet, so this is a problem. Doesn't help that Eddie is down. All of my good ammo is gone. So this is problematic here. Oh damn, the other one came down at full health. I was hoping to avoid fighting that one, because all I got is these damn nails. Okay, this is pretty scary because he could pop out. And these damn things, they move pretty fast. All it takes is missing with the flare gun at a critical moment, and then you're done. At least I still got a lot of nails left. Maybe there's some ammo over here somewhere. I could definitely use some 10mm ammo right about now. Over here is a reloading bench. And some powder and cases, primer. I need my repair skill just a little bit higher though. Okay, this is the one that's almost dead. Unfortunately, he's not dead yet. But hopefully I can take him out here with the knife. Conserve my ammo for the other one. I can do that because his limbs were crippled, so he wasn't moving fast enough to get away from me. But this other one, he can move pretty damn fast, which is kind of concerning. Yeah, you see him coming? I really should not have wasted my flare gun twice there. Need to conserve this. Is Eddie back up now? Yeah, it looks like Eddie's back in the fight. Good. Because I need all the help I can get here. I wonder why Eddie regained consciousness. I thought he couldn't do that unless all the enemies were gone. I'm not sure how it works. Hollow points aren't going to do much. I need to get my Bowie knife into him. Problem is, okay, he's not moving very fast. Good. I can get some licks in. I got blood on my Bowie knife. I got some stink on my Johnson. I got this Deathclaw stink on my Johnson. Drink some rushing water to improve my attack speed. Now, come back here, you coward. This must be a Matt in Deathclaw because he's running away. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Well, he's not going to be running away anymore. And this is where everything turns to shit, probably. Okay, I'm going to hop into here. I don't think he can get in this building. The door is too short for him. So now, I'm like It's like I'm in a dollhouse and there's this giant outside. I'm trying to hide from the giant. Oh, here's some stuff. Might help, I don't know. First aid. Very good. I don't care for the sneak sight, though, but what can you do? Today's physician. There's the snow globe for this DLC.
These rare pre-war artifacts are widely considered to be useless baubles, but rumor has it some collectors will pay dearly for them. The snow globe has been added to the collection at the Lucky 38.
Which is very odd because I haven't been to the Lucky 38. But I get 2,000 caps somehow. I'm being paid by Mr. House even though I've never met Mr. House yet. Well, I mean, I'm a package courier and I'm doing a job for him, but I never met him directly. Johnson Nash was the one who hired me on behalf of Mr. House. Or at least that's what it would be if this wasn't a Rambo series. Okay, he can't get me in here. That's good. I need to keep popping in and out and hopefully kill him this way. Oh shit, look at that. I'm down to 1 health bar. I have 6 HP. Now this is what, earlier when I switched to the NCR Riot helmet for the extra damage threshold, this is what I was talking about. Had I been using that Beast helmet, I would have more crit chance, but I probably would have died right then and there. Because from that one swipe, I went from full health down to just 6 HP. So, yeah, that was about as close as it gets right there. As long as I can survive 1 swipe, then I'm probably alright. Okay, one of his legs is crippled. Maybe both of them are, I don't know. But I'm just gonna try to kill him and get it over with. Okay, I can outrun him now. I can just keep my distance. Once you get them crippled like that, they're easy to manage. But the hard part is getting them crippled in the first place. It's not exactly easy, you know. Almost got him. Yeah, there we go. Now look how many nails I had to use. I had to use like 1,000 nails. Literally like 1,000 nails I used. Okay, there's an egg. I think there's like a 10% chance of there being an egg in the Deathclaws, which means that Deathclaw was a female. I'm not going to tell you where I had to stick my hand to get that egg, but I have it now. And it's worth good caps, and you can make omelets with it. Now, do you suppose that this female Deathclaw happened to read Grognak the Barbarian? Is that the reason why she was so difficult to kill? Now remember, back in Hopeville, at the women's barracks, there was a Grognak the Barbarian skill book. I wonder if the women's barracks was the Deathclaw barracks. Maybe the men, they were
Matuns.
They were reading the tumblers today so they could pick locks and sneak around and avoid fights like a coward, while the women were literal Deathclaws who read Grognak the Barbarian.
I walked the Great Salt Lake as Kaiser's eye, then his hand. Mongrels there, 2 legs and 4. Saw the walls of New Canaan and the scavengers circled, and the strength or fire to take. Too high, too strong. White legs. They were born for war. They run to it, hungry for battle. Yet their hunger is to be a part of history, something larger. Like the Legion, as always, brought them a message from Kaiser. If New Canaan burns, Kaiser might see them. Might. Even the chance was a lie. To honor Kaiser, destroy the history of New Canaan and the way they carry it in their generations and family. Kaiser respects such strength, I told them. That was truth, even if strength wasn't the word. Obedience. You must be willing to kill anyone. Children, mothers, the weak, elders. If these New Canaanites value the generations, that is what you must kill. It was like Wolpus was speaking through me. Use the night, silence, and fire to change their words to please, to screams. No need for bombs, when hate will do. I asked the White Legs to destroy a people with ancestry going back thousands of years. Another death of history, lost to time. The New Canaanites. They supplied medicine, food traded with others. Civilization, a hand from the past, not history. But maybe a past deeper. Farther than that, to a place where this God really exists. If so, his handiwork and people belong elsewhere, not in this place. Another symbol like bear and bull, with no meaning in the present.
Okay, that was the tape we found of Ulysses at that campfire back at the end of the road. And I think I deserve a rest after going through all that. And now I'm thirsty and we need to unload some stuff. I'm not going to drink from the toilet, though it makes no difference in gameplay terms because the rads are the same. Regardless. Now I know what you're thinking. What kind of a dog am I if I won't drink from a toilet? Well, it's a secret. And I'm going to have Eddie make some MFC cells just to sell them. I don't use them, but since he can make them once a day, I may as well have him do that and then sell them. Because, you know, why not? So, we've dealt with the scripted spawn in this area, and now we can explore it in peace, and our inventory is cleared out. And as you can see, there was a dead marked man here this whole entire time, and I never noticed it until now. And this is one of those prop assets which you cannot devour like a normal corpse. Nor could you resurrect it with the console commands or anything like that. It's just a static, I don't know, game asset or whatever you call it. Not a usual corpse. Which is also why, even though I stripped it of all that it had, it's still wearing its armor. Now this skeleton, like I said before, there was a Physician Today magazine. I think he was a very sick person, whoever this was. And I'm trying to put him on the bed, but this building is slanted, and he keeps wanting to fall off into the corner there. There's nothing I can do about it, so he's just gonna have to lay there. I think we've looted everything pretty much, so I'm just gonna jump out the window here and look around outside. Yeah, the main reason to come here is the snow globe for the 2,000 caps. There's some other minor loot here and there, but that's really the main thing. And you got the reloading bench thing over there with the ammo crafting parts. So, you know, and you got these little containers with all that minor stuff.
Martin.
Didn't want to deal with it. Well, you know, dealing with those Deathclaws, I guess I can't say I blame him, because look how much ammo it took me to kill those two. It took a lot of time and ammo, but we did kill them in the end. Now, like I said, I want to get my repair skill up so that I can hopefully break down ammo and then reload it as 10mm ammo, which I actually use. But it's going to take 25 skill. I need to invest 5 points, basically. That's what I got to do. Now, my skill points are scarce, because I'm only going to level up so many times before this DLC ends. And I didn't put a lot into intelligence, so I'm not getting a lot of skill points per level, but maybe I can spare 5 to do that. It would probably be worth it, so I think I will. And I'm thinking we've pretty much looted the area. Conductor's worth something, but it's kind of heavy. Alright, that about does it, I think. Yeah, and you can see that red Ulysses symbol there. It's a warning that there's danger. He seems to know where all these scripted ambushes are going to happen. Okay, there's a duffel bag and a skeleton. Looks like it got crushed under those boulders. That was probably Mundane Matt. He was out looking for boulders and fell on him and killed him. Right, there's another one of Ulysses' symbols right there. Smitty's, that's a sign you see in New Vegas. I mean the city of New Vegas. Not, of course we're in the game, but okay, here's a crack pipe and a suitcase full of, well, you see what there is. And I'll take everything except the casual wear. I don't know why I was so sure that there was a bed here. I guess because in similar situations there is usually a bed, but this time there isn't. There is, however, some loot here which I didn't get earlier. And as Martin pointed out, it looks like Ulysses was burning books. Hopefully the book he was burning was Oxhorn's Manly Festo, because that would be a book that deserves to be burned. I'm sure there's stuff that I could technically make if I bothered to gather the ingredients, but I'm going to make some rushing water because it's very, very helpful when you're a melee character such as myself. Well, you saw what I did to that Deathclaw with my Bowie knife. And the rushing water helped me attack faster. Okay, now we can go take on marked men which are up ahead. Now I'm proud to say that I have not succumbed to any of the satchel traps so far in this DLC. Now further on ahead there are some trickier ones, and there's a good chance I probably will end up walking into them, but so far I managed to avoid it. Okay. Now there's a scripted ambush up ahead. I'm gonna have Eddie wait here, but I'm gonna try to sneak up and, if possible, I'm gonna get a sneak attack on. There's a named marked man up ahead. But, you know, we're in caution. And I'm going to show you how broken stealth is in this DLC. See, I got a stealth boy on. And I'm in caution. Now what do you got to do to... I mean, you can't... And now I'm in danger, see? And then there's this asshole. That somehow knew I was there, despite the stealth boy. Now this guy is Bonesaw, and he comes at you with a chainsaw. And the thing about the chainsaw is it ignores damage threshold. So whatever armor you have, it's completely irrelevant when you're fighting this guy because his weapon ignores it completely. Makes them really dangerous, as you can see right there. So I'm kind of outmatched with my Bowie knife. I think the only thing you can really do is try to shoot the chainsaw out of his hands and then quickly grab it before he gets it back. So to deal with him, you want to have the nail gun, of course, because if the nail gun is good for anything, one thing, it's for shooting weapons out of people's hands. Aim for the arms. Fortunately, he's focusing on Eddie. But... Now remember, I had Eddie wait here. So Eddie is waiting there, but he will still fight while waiting there. He just won't leave the area. Okay, I got it out of his hand. But he managed to get to it before I could grab it. I just got to get lucky and... Okay, I'm running low on nails. Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah. Now what are you gonna do, asshole? Now I'm gonna kill him with his own weapon. He doesn't got shit now. He's gonna punch me. Well, what's punching me gonna do, asshole?
You have gained the marked perk.
Now that's how you do it. This is not how you do it.
Oh god. Oh dear. Right.
And now I'm gonna devour his corpse. Because that is the American way. Now he's got his own unique helmet, which +3 melee and unarmed. You know, the only, I don't know why that sound is playing now. I already done ate him. Why is it? You hear that? That's a weird glitch. Well, anyway, we killed and ate Bonesaw. And we got his chainsaw and his helmet, which isn't that great, to be honest. The best tribal helmet is the one that gives you the extra crit chance. That's the only one I think is even worth considering using. But even then, I think having the extra damage threshold is better. Obviously, it's not better against him because his chainsaw isn't gonna... It's gonna cut through. It ignores damage threshold, so... Alright, I'm gonna get my sniper back, because there's one more marked man. And now that Bonesaw is dead, you can see I'm in hidden now. Now stealth is actually working, like it should. But against the named guy, it doesn't work at all. Now, look in that... You see him? I'm gonna pop his head off. Just gotta... Yeah, there we go. Now that guy was a sniper. And he was out-sniped by the best. And that's a lie when I say that, because I'm nowhere near even decent when it comes to sniping. And there's a warhead over here. And you want to make sure you get that if you're going for the achievement. And if you don't have a sniper, there's one right here. I already had my own though, so I didn't need it. Funny thing is, there's like 3 sniper rifles in this area alone. There's one there. That sniper guy had one. And then there's another one. So... yeah. Now, you probably thought I was going to walk right into that, didn't you? Well, I'm a little bit smarter than that. And I'm a little bit smarter than to walk into that one, too. But don't worry, I'm sure I'll walk into a mine eventually, but it's not going to be this day. Alright, this is that guy that walked up earlier that got killed by his own mines. And I'm going to go ahead and eat him.
Oh, no, 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 no!
Nom nom nom. Simply delicious.
Because that is what I do. And we're over encumbered as hell. But we've cleared out this area. We the reason I had Eddie wait is because I didn't want him to blow my stealth, but what I really wanted to do is demonstrate how broken stealth is in this DLC, and you saw how it made no difference whatsoever with Bonesaw, because I was in danger like instantly. Okay, Eddie is packed full, so we're probably gonna have to head back and unload. I'm gonna go ahead and save. Yeah, here's a little vantage point. You can get up there, I guess, to avoid stuff, maybe. I don't know. But over here is our objective. This is the Ashton Silo Control Station. And in here you can find the industrial hand. This is like the chainsaw, except it's an unarmed equivalent of the chainsaw. Now right there you see Ulysses' white symbol.
This silo is in lockdown mode in preparation for launch. No entry or exit is permitted until the launch sequence is completed.
So you have no choice but to launch this nuclear missile. And the thing is, you have no idea where this is going. It could be going to NCR territory, or it could be going to Good Springs for all you know. You have no idea where this is going, but the game pressures you to launch it, and you cannot proceed otherwise. Doesn't look like it went that far before it blew up. Alright, now we're level 7. And like I said, I want to put 5 points into repair so I can start reloading some ammo. And the rest into melee, I guess.
You're back online. Listen to me, Eddie. If you stay here, they'll dismantle you for parts. You have to go now. I've uploaded destination coordinates for our outpost in Navarro into your system. I want you to go to the Enclave there, okay? Do you understand me? It's gonna be a long journey, my little friend. You'll have to fly very far and fly very fast. Can you do that? I know you can. Be careful out there, Eddie. Maybe I'll see you again someday.
Oh, right, Navarro. That sure is far from where you started. What, they turned you loose all on your own? That must have been scary. I bet Whitley would be proud of you for making it this far. It sounds like it wasn't easy for him either. Come on, we need to keep going.
So,
It looks like the missile hit somewhere on the other side of the divide. You think you could reach the location of the blast from Hopeville? That is, if you feel brave enough to explore ground zero of a nuclear blast.
now according to our compass, this exploded to the northeast. So, we're here. Right here is the path to the Courier's Mile. This is what takes us to the Courier's Mile, but if you look up here, here is the Courier's Mile to the north. So the path to this place is way, way, way out of the way. You see how this doesn't really make a lot of sense? But, you know, with all the wreckage and stuff, maybe there's only one clear path to go. Maybe it's extremely out of the way and winding and long, but maybe it makes sense. I don't know. Now, this guy was already dead before we even got here. And so was that Deathclaw. And it implies that the Deathclaws are coming in and fighting these guys. And the marked men are probably laying the satchel mines, you know, to protect themselves against the Deathclaws coming in. But they're not very bright because they're walking into the mines themselves. Like that one guy that ended up dying. And plus they're ritualistically killing one another. Now here's that sniper. Okay, now we got the Dine and Dash perk, which is what we were looking for. And that will let us harvest meat from corpses on the go. Now there's his scout armor. I don't know why he's not wearing it, but so there's some really weird glitches in this DLC. Now here's a Ralphie poster. That's 11 of 20, if you're keeping track. Now our inventory's full, so we're gonna have to head back to HQ. And now we can go check out this new area that has opened up. Now, as you can see, we're heading south west, which is the opposite direction of the northeast where the nuclear missile hit. But we've been here before. Now it's a location that we've discovered, and the duffel bag is still there, and I've already looted it earlier. I'm going to save before I go in here because there's a very high probability of dying. I don't intend to even try to clear this out just now. I'm just heading in there to grab one thing and one thing only. And then I'm getting my ass out of here before I die. And that one thing is, of course, the unique variant of the Bowie knife known as Blood Nap. It's better in almost every respect than the Bowie knife. I should say it is better in every respect. Or at least the same. I wonder if Eddie can repair it for us. No, not yet. But my repair skill, even though I invested points into it, I'm not at 25 to do the check. Probably because I drank that wine. I drank the wine to get my strength up. And it's probably affecting my stats. So that's a problem because it also means I won't be able to craft any ammo. Until it wears off. I know alcohol reduces intelligence, so that's probably what's going on here. Oh well. But I got that knife that I went there for. And I will try to clear out the Courier's mile later on. But to do that, I'm gonna need a lot of ammo, and right now I just don't have very much ammo. So I'm gonna have to wait and then go back later. It's an optional area. You don't have to go there to complete the DLC, and Martin did not clear it out. So if I fail to clear it out, then at least I'm no worse than him, but I will make the attempt at least later on. But for now, let's head back to where we were and try to finish looting this area. Now there's a construction hat which doesn't really do a whole hell of a lot. But at least it looks cool, I guess. There is quite a lot of minor loot around here, so it does take a while to gather it all up. This rusty metal is a good place to catch some tetanus. You need a tetanus shot when you're exploring this area. There's some stuff here that you want to get if possible. Now, how the hell do you get out of here now? It's Seems like you should be able to go through there, but you can't. You have to go out this way. Okay, this guy has a trail carbine, which is great because you'll see later on, but it's definitely something I wanted to get. Now, earlier on, I did run into at least one marked man who had a trail carbine, but I ended up selling it. And I regretted that, but now I have another one, which is good. And when the time comes, you'll see why I wanted to get that. Now, somehow I got a dog meat, and I was able to cook that into a steak, just like TKS Mantis would probably do. And there's some caps laying on the ground there, which are easy to miss. Okay, I probably should have repaired those together. As it is, I'm already over encumbered, and so is Eddie. Now the problem was I grabbed that roughing it, that bedroll thing. That weighs 10 pounds in the J Sawyer mod. It weighs 15 pounds in the vanilla game. Either way, it weighs a lot. And some people recommended it, saying that it's a good thing. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's too hard to find a bed to sleep on in this DLC. Now you can see the blood nap bonuses are in effect, and as are alcohol. So repairing these together, that will cut down on the weight quite a bit. But now we're definitely going to have to make another trip back. I'm going to drink another alcohol just to make sure it doesn't wear off while I'm traveling and then the game crashing or something like that. Which has happened to me before. And I noticed my sleep meter is moving up, and now I need to sleep again. Probably going to have to use that roughing it bedroll. You can only use it outdoors. Alright, let's sleep till morning, I guess, hopefully. You know, that bedroll, I think it's actually more useful to have in casual mode rather than hardcore, because in casual mode, you heal your limbs, and you heal. I mean, don't you? You completely heal up both your health and your limbs, right? In casual, when you sleep, but that's not the case in hardcore mode. So that bedroll actually isn't really that helpful in hardcore mode. I mean, you have to sleep to get your sleep meter down, but that's not really a huge deal, to be honest. Because that thing, the sleep meter rises very slowly, so it's not, I never found it to be a huge deal, to be honest. There was one time when I was playing Dead Money where I think I had like critical sleep deprivation or something like that. Because in that DLC, it is hard to find a bed. But in this DLC, no, it's not that hard. There's beds in a lot of places. Now there's a couple lunch boxes there on the ground. And as far as I know, that might be the only lunch boxes you can find in this entire DLC. And you can use them for bottle cap mines. And maybe one or two other crafting things. But I don't have the recipes to do that. So I'm just going to leave them on the ground. But yeah, like I was saying, Dead Money, that DLC has a lot fewer beds. So finding a place to sleep there is a lot harder, but not in this DLC, in my opinion anyway. I mean, I never had any problem with it. Now there's an egg timer. That's another, you can use that to make time bombs, which are interesting, but not very practical, to be honest, because you set a timer and they blow up after a certain amount of time, but you know, enemies aren't necessarily going to cooperate with you and stay where you want them to until it blows up. So it's a fun thing to do sometimes, but wouldn't help much in this DLC. Now, do you suppose those gore piles are from fellow marked men, or someone or something else? Because I wonder. These guys, they're definitely cannibals, but are they eating themselves, or are they eating hapless human people that happen to wander in? Okay, here's some good ammo. There's not much there, but there was some 10mm rounds, which we would like to have. Okay, here's another skeleton and a duffel bag. And in that little cave there, which we opened up by blowing up the warhead, there should be another skeleton in there. As well as some lead-lined containers. Okay, this is the point where you know that sinking feeling you get in your stomach when you think something terrible has happened? Well, I got that feeling right here when I noticed that Bloodnap didn't show up in my weapons in the inventory. So at this point I thought, holy shit, I probably accidentally sold Bloodnap at the commissary. And that commissary could reset at any moment, if it hasn't already. So I might have lost that unique item already. So this is, plus my inventory's full but I wanted to head back to see if I had sold it. And yes, the caps reset, but inventory did not. Now I'm looking here to see if Bloodnap is here, and it is not. So now I go to my weapons, and here it is. So you see there was some weird glitch there where it wasn't showing up for some reason. I don't know why, but thankfully I had it the whole time, and I didn't lose it like I feared that I did. It would have been really easy to check by just... Now I'm going to pull out the 357 revolver. And, you know, the 357... The reason I'm going to start using that 357 revolver also has to do with why I'm using the trail carbine. And some of you maybe can guess where I'm going with that, but that's something that will be revealed probably in the next episode when it comes to that point. Now, this is that little cave here, and there's some lead-lined containers with some pretty good loot here. There's lots of breathing masks, but, you know, why would you want to use that? The only time where the rad resistance is a big deal is when you're in the Courier's mile. Then you definitely want to have all the rad resistance you can get. But outside of that, why would you ever need a breathing mask? You know what I mean? And here's some hidden loot here that's probably easy to miss if you don't. And of course we can't get the average or hard lock, so whatever it is, we're just going to have to leave it. And as soon as I finish scouring this area, then I think we're done and we can move on. But I definitely don't want to leave loot behind, you know. So I'm gonna need it. Especially the ammo, which I am low on. And I cannot do the reloading because the stupid alcohol has lowered my repair skill. So I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. I'm going to repair that to reduce the weight. And now up to the second floor. Now, as I said, there's 3 sniper rifles in this area. This sniper has one. There was one across from him, which we already grabbed earlier. And then there's a third one over in the other corner over here. So 3 sniper rifles in this area alone. Yeah, right here, see? There's actually quite a lot of sniper rifles all throughout this DLC for some reason. I mean, there was one in the crow's nest, if you recall. There was one above the exit of the silo when you first enter the DLC, and there was another on the roof. So, and maybe there was one or two more I'm forgetting, but yeah, there's a lot of sniper rifles in this DLC. And really, how many do you need? You know, you only need one. But I guess for repairs, maybe you might want spares. Although repair kits aren't hard to come by. Plus, you got Eddie to repair once a day for you. And I'm going to go ahead and buy this upgrade here for the SMMG, which drastically increases the durability. Because if you played this DLC before, you probably know that there will come a point where that should have dramatically increased the durability. And the reason why I wanted to do that is because, as you may recall, when I started the DLC, I took the trait Built to Destroy. And I'm going to have Eddie repair this pistol, because I'm probably going to be using it. I'm going to enter the Ashton missile silo thing, and there's going to be an elevator, and there's going to be some fighting going on. And I'll probably be using that pistol a little bit. I would probably prefer to use the SMMG, but I don't have a lot of 10mm rounds, so I'm gonna have to make do with what I got here. And as you can see, there is Ulysses' white mark near the door, which I guess means that you have to go this way. And here we are. And we hear some growling, which mean only one thing. Tunnelers. I'm gonna blast them with the revolver. Doing some good damage, but didn't kill them as I'd hoped. Okay, I took some hits and went down to half health. Not great, but at least I didn't die. But what is to come here? This elevator fight, you know, it's gonna be pretty damn hard. Fortunately, I got a lot of healing items. Okay. Make sure to... I have 16 of these med-X's, so I think I can spare using one. I only have 2 psychos, though. So I want to be careful how much I use of that, because I want to make sure I have at least one for the fight with Ulysses. And the reason I'm using the shish kebab rather than the blood nap is because the blood nap has only half the reach. So it's just... oh shit. One of them got up behind me and got me from behind. Well, this revolver, it's not going to be as much help as I thought it would. This is all close quarters fighting here, so... You want to have a good melee weapon. Plus that fire damage, I think, is also really helpful against tunnelers. But they're not afraid of it like they are with the flare gun, which is kind of unfortunate. Rushing water, however, I guess I could spare that. I can always make more as long as I have water and jet. I'm already a good way up towards level 8. That was a venomous one. Done now? I think we are, and that's good. I only died one time. Now, in my other attempt at this challenge, I died like, I don't know, 10 times or something. I don't know. I died a lot. But here, I'm doing pretty good. And the only reason I died at all is because one of them got up behind me. It was being sneaky. Tons and tons of loot here. 10mm rounds, that's good. We're going to be needing that soon. Now here's one of the few weapon repair kits. Actually, I think, as far as I know, it might be the only weapon repair kit that is already made. This DLC gives you all of the items you need to make weapon repair kits of your own, provided you have 50 repair skill to do it, but there's not many weapon repair kits that are given to you. And that one might be the only one. I'm not sure, but it's one of the few for sure. But anyway, I think we're going to go ahead and call it here. And as you can see, hardcore and very hard difficulty. So we're going to save and call it a day. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.